All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I am from OML Embroidery. And good morning to everyone who are chatting away. It's always awesome. So, good morning, says Julianne. Kay, good morning, Kay. Susie, good morning. Sue and OML gang. Hi from DeBerry, Florida, says Connie. Misha. Chris Yost, hello, hello. Nana, good morning, Nana. Robin's Quilt Basket, good morning. Good morning to everybody. Oh my gosh, we're up and cheery. Are you guys ready to be wowed with this design? It's so cute. It's so cute. Julie Steffenhagen, we're glad you're here too, for sure. Thanks for making it. Shannon, hello. Isabel, yay. Good morning from Massachusetts, Suzanne Wood says. So, a couple things, guys. If you haven't picked up your mug rugs, Country Flower, they're super fun to do. And I really enjoyed making it, and I got a couple of requests to make some more because they're so darn cute, for sure. For sure. Oh, there we go. Good morning, Sue, from Miley and me. Hi, Miley. Yeah, I think Tank decided to talk to you too. I don't know what he's saying though. So, we're going to work on this today, but I wanted to show you guys what I did. Everybody said with these country flower mug rugs, we should make it into a quilt. Oh, Jill Scarsbeck, hello, hello. So I did. So this is what it looks like. Isn't that cute? Now I wanted to tell everybody that I used neon yellow. Can you imagine that? Neon yellow for all of the outsides. And I thought it was pretty cool, little gutsy, but all the colors seem to look great on this. So this is the 8x8 square, but look, I decided to take it a little further. So it's the life story of a flower. So this one is where it's just coming up and getting leaves. Little buds right here. Aren't they cute? Is that cute? So that's another square. The next square is just almost blooming. Almost blooming. And you can see nice leaves. And then that's the one that we saw. And then the last one is the cycle starts all over again. So I thought that was kind of different, kind of fun. Now you could do rows like this in different colors. I think that would look really good. You could do all flowers, for a quilt. I think that would look good. But I thought it was really fun. We'll have to come up with a name. So something like the life of a flower, flower life, something like that. So yeah, completely different. Still the same applique, which I really enjoyed doing. What I did is all of these petals, I pre-cut them on my Brother cutter, and I cut enough for all of them, which is cool. And I used Dime's stabilizer that has the sticky part on it. So, you know what? Super easy to do because these are all kind of layered. So I do the outside and stick it on, take the backing out, stick it on, and then, there you go. And then stitch around next one. So I had a whole bunch of little papers, a whole bunch of little papers that had the shape of the petals and a pile of petals. I think I did 30 or something like that. It really didn't take very long. And if you guys notice, there's a couple that are off because I was playing around with the stitches a little bit, but they're all perfectly perfect because fuse and stick, I think it's called. it really makes a big difference. So it made it a whole lot easier. Didn't feel fussy at all. I've added a top and bottom and of course side border, and I'm gonna get finishing the rest of it. So I gotta put some batting underneath the sashes here and stitch in the ditch and then do the binding. So I'll have that done and that'll be up for sale and on sale next week. So you guys can look forward to that. I think it's really cute. I think it's really cute. It makes it makes, I don't know, completely different. I haven't seen anything like that. Flower and bloom, the blooming flower. It's so cute. I love it. I wonder if you use a cutter, that would be a lot of trimming if you didn't. Well, that's what I was thinking. I had to go downstairs and find it, but I thought, oh, yeah, really. And my Luminaire, I have it set up, so I just send the design. I've done videos on it. I send the design from my Luminaire to my cutter, add a tiny bit extra so it's bigger, like a tiny bit, and then multiply it by as many times. And I mean, right there, you just do it. And then they're done. It's easy. So yeah, it was a huge time saver for this one. Now, the other thing I did with these to save time is these pieces here, I cut them, I happen to have some, not all, some layer cake with some of these in it. So I just cut it into strips, made a big pile. There we go. These ones were easy to pre-cut as well. I can't remember the size right now, but there you go. So I really like this one. I think that one is really cute. I'm making a sunbonnet Sue and an overall Sam. And this is perfect. Oh yeah, Jude. Yes, for sure. Make a flower series. Yeah, I'm kind of working on it, different kinds. It's making me happy, so hopefully it's making you guys happy. And I'm just always striving to do better so we can keep this going, right? All from our country flower mug rug. So gotta love it. So that will be, if you guys want to do a sew along on one of these blocks, let me know. And like I said, I think you could do one row with, you know, all the flowers in purple and then start it again with different colors. Maybe make an ombre or something. So, okay. Shannon says, I love the purple colors. Don't tell Lynn. We won't tell Lynn. Don't worry. So what we're doing here is we are doing these treat bags. And they're really cute. There's a little bit of measuring and a little bit of sewing. And let's see, 4 minutes of stitching. I don't know if we need to bother with the stitching or if we just want to, you know, get the basics done. Either way. So, bunny treat bag. Yay. So, we need fabric, 18 inches by 8, batting or lining. So, the batting will, you don't have to do both, so you just have batting. And if you look at, let's see, this guy here, they have the batting showing, and it just looks like he has fuzzy inside his ears. So look at that picture somewhere where you can see it better. So batting or fabric. I'm going to use fabric for mine. Target sticker, ribbon, hoop, snap hoop monster. Yeah, that would be very helpful. All the colors that you're going to use, if I stitch mine out, I will be I'm just stitching it in one color. So here's how we start now. I don't think everyone is a professional seamstress, so I struggle sometimes making straight lines. But anyways, this is a ruler that I've had. It's Fiskar's ruler, and look, it's 2 by 2, 2.5 by 2. Yeah, 2.5. So almost the perfect size when you're making bags. Handy ruler to have around for small things on the diagonal, so you can make half square triangles, the whole bit. Awesome. I just wanted to point that out. I pulled that out this morning. I went, oh, that would have been helpful. And that would have been helpful. But anyways. All right. So I got my little hoop. We're going to move that aside as well. And we're going to follow the instructions. So we're talking, you guys are talking about stitch art. Ooh, stitch art. Stitch art. All right, that reminds me, actually, after this video at 11:15, members stick around because we are continuing with blending, and we had a request because the membership classes are all by request. What do you want to see? And someone said, how do you do this in Embrilliance? So that's what we're doing today. So yeah, that's how great that is, right? For sure. So we need 2 2 bits of fabric. So I said 18 by 8 and 18 by 6. So the batting or lining is a little bit smaller. So here is our 18 by 8. And hopefully I got some straight lines. You know, it's not too bad. So, place a sticker or printed or mark, however you want to do it. I don't think I have any placement stickers on mine, but we are going to do this. So the center of the crosshair should be 6 3/4 below the top edge, and the outer fabric, yeah, and 4 inch from the right and left. So that's easy to do. I just got a little bit of a bigger ruler here, and I have a Choco liner, so we're going to try that. So either that or you know what, I'm going to use the I have a Kimberbell one. Yeah, it's water soluble, so we'll have to erase it. So we want 4, right in the middle is 4, so let's do that. And it said 6 3/4. So I have it up way too high. 6 3/4. Yep. So right here is where it's going. I forgot to leave some ear space there. So line it up, line it up. There we go. There we go. It's there. It is there. So it's going to be here. Now what I'm going to do is extend this line like this. So this becomes our placement line, placement spot. And that is where we're going to stitch out our bunny. Now you guys are probably having a hard time seeing it, but I measured 6 3/4 down and then the middle. So this one's 8. So the middle is 4. All right. So that's what I did. So easy enough. Then we're going to take this to the machine. I'm going to put it in my 4x4 hoop, right? Because it really doesn't take long. And there's so many ways you can line this up. So I'm going to use Dime's Tearaway Wash Away, which is perfect for this application. Ah, my 4x4 hoop is a real pirate. He only has one eye. Ah, there we go. You need an eye patch. I got to get more googlies, I think. Kind of running low, and some of them don't stick. So here we go. We got to make sure this is up enough in the general center. It would be a whole lot easier with a magnetic one, but, you know, I don't have one for this size. So I'm going to feel around because I want it generally in the middle. So we want this generally. I'm just going to kind of guess. Let's see. Oh, and I dropped my marking pen. I'm going to need it. There. So But with my Luminaire, there's lots of ways I can place this. So if you're just eyeballing it, which is fine, see how often I use my 4 hoop. Not often. Loosen it up. It's too tight. Loosen it up. It's not a workout. And there we go. And you can do like this. I can see the marks. So I can do like this. There's a little mark on the hoop. So it's a little bit off, but not bad. And here is crooked. So we could either straighten it out, or you can hoop it again because I've got it just about right, or we can set it up differently on the Luminaire. So, okay, that's pretty good. It's down a little bit, but I can move it. Let's, one eye hoop goes along with Captain Jeff. That's what I said. It's a pirate, for sure. It's a pirate. So, tear away, wash away on the back. We've got this lined up. It's not perfect. Let's go to Captain Jack and have a look at this. So, cameras. How about cameras? There we go. Switch it on over. So, there we go. Pretty fabric. Easter fabric. I love it. No bunnies on it, but little flowers. So, the goal is we want it to start right in that intersection. And we want it to be straight. Is this the 5x7? No, it is 4x4. 4x4. The design is really small. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go into embroidery mode. Now, that's not quite where we want it. We're going for, you know, perfection here, we'll say. So, the easiest way is to move. Just move it. I like to move it. Yeah. I like to move it. That'll work. And trace it. No. So I can go to my fancy stuff and I could do a quick little scan, do it that way, or I could use my projector to line it up. So all you'd have to do is move it back and forth to get it to the center. So it still looks pretty good. How well can you guys see it? Now we get all those lines and everything. However, it fits really well, doesn't it? Yeah, I like it. So now we need to... No, that is not good enough. Just playing around with colors because I love this projector thing. I can see it really well. It is awesome. So you can change the angle. So if I didn't hoop it quite correctly, that is the angle. And I'm going to look on my instructions and find out with the print and stick, which would be a great idea for this one. I want to know where the center is, just above the nose. So we got a little ways to go here, moving it. There, that's more like it. And I'm going to move it this way. So just to have it set up the way that I want. Doesn't really matter if it's crooked, but you know what? Do the best you can on it. So if you don't have all these fancy schmancy stuff, so I'm just almost exactly there. You can see that I'm right. But if you don't have all the fancy schmancy stuff, the easiest way of doing it is either lines like I've done it and placement stickers. Grab your flywheel and bring your needle down. So you can see I'm off a little bit. I want to go that way just a tiny bit. That is the easiest way to me of doing it. And it'll work easy. Let's go to layout and we're going to go to move. Sorry, does not operate when the needle's down. Sorry, I'm sorry. So move, and so we're going to move it this way a little bit. This is more precise too. And I want right in the middle. Look at that. There we go. So that's an easy way of doing it, and it does the same thing. So I'm gonna stitch just a little bit of it because it's just basic stitching, right? We don't need to worry too much. Yeah, there is a needle cam too on this, but I don't often use it because I don't need to. I'm just gonna stitch this out. I think mine has a light I can turn on that shows exactly where the needle will hit. Yes, you probably do. That will work. Snowman, you can do that as well. There's so many ways. So I went from super fancy way, which is the Luminaire being a Luminaire and having gadgets, to basic. So basic is just have your needle there. So yeah, it's awesome. So what's going on in the questions? We have, oh, we're talking machines. Okay, keep chatting. I sometimes miss McDreamy. However, I will say I really do enjoy the projection thing. I don't use it as often as I should, I'm sure, but it is also kind of cool too. So once this is done, I'm going to change it into sewing mode, and we're going to do a little bit of cutting and a very quick amount of sewing, and I'll show you guys how to put everything together. And it's not hard. So, good enough. Now we're going to get some eyeballs going on, I think. And I think I'll just, leave it at that. Just so we know. Actually, it's kind of cute in one color, too. You don't have to have, although I guess pink on the nose would be really adorable, wouldn't it? Oh, well. So, snowman stickers, yes, you could do that. I think probably the easiest way is the print and stick templates. Then you can use it again and again and again, and you just go. You just put it on there and go. And they're really convenient, I find. But they restick, so you could just keep using them. So I'm just going to do the outline of the eyeballs here. Just because he's so darn cute. I like him. Mr. Bunny. I don't think he looks too bad in black, but, you know. So eyes, then there's white, and there's color. I would do like a really big blue. That's what I would do, because I like it. So there's not much stitching in this, guys, so you could cut a whole bunch of these out, and then you could just, mark them all, placement, there you go. It's easy. So I'm going to skip. I just want to get to the outside because I'm not changing colors, and I'm doing that for time. So let's go to the next color, which is that. And I just want him to look, decent. He's going to look maybe a little feral, but that's okay. Why not feral? Why not? Why not? We just want to have a general idea of what we're doing here. I love the idea of the ears too. Anyone else like that? Because I really like it. He does look cute. Yeah. Work with what you got, I always say. I mean, I do have thread, exquisite thread, but time-wise, I think this is the best way for me to do it. We know what it is, right? We know. So, okay, this is what I want. This is the last part, and I think it'll look cute. This is just around the eyes. And then we could take it off and tear it away. So, yeah. Oh, the eyelashes. Yeah, that's what makes it, isn't it? The eyelashes. So cute. So once this gets done, we can move on to it. Remember the tier 2 members that we're going to have a little class after this. Linda says, good grief, I've already had 6... God, I hate that. That is, I wish there was something I could do about it. I think because a lot of the big people, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, the big gamer guys are not happy with how it worked out, so they stopped or slowed down, so YouTube wasn't making as much money, and this is why they threw it on. The rest of us will have to suffer. So I'm not happy with it. But I don't know what else to do. I gotta survive, right? So try to tolerate it as best you can. Happy music, I'm sure. Yeah, happy music. So I just have a rogue thread there. And now it's gone. Now look, he really doesn't look all that bad, just black. That is a... I don't know, revelation, cool discovery, cool way of doing it. Try something, because you never know. So, back to the desk, back to the work here. So, this is tear away, wash away. So, I'm going to very carefully, and I like to hold on to it. You see how it kind of pulls? We don't want to pull all of our stitches out. And... like that. So, I mean, that's good enough. You don't have to get all the way around because of what it is there. So, yeah. Now, I did iron these. I know. Shock. I know. So, we've got this placed. We've got this placed. So, now we're going to trim the rectangle from 8 to 6. So I'm going to fold my dude in half. And so that would mean we're going to take an inch off of each side. So that's not hard. What's hard is that I don't have a rotary cutter over here. Remembering that this hoop mat is not, I repeat, is not a cutting board. How many times did I do that on the other one? Okay, so far too many. So there we go. I guess that works okay. It's just like a Choco liner. So I'm just going by the edge, making it an inch and an inch. Very nice. And once we do that, then we can draw the line. It's actually a little bit hard to see these chalk liners, but that's okay. I'll do the best. I kind of like them. See how they make the noise? It's a very precise line. So, yes, perfect. Now, I don't have a rotary cutter, or else I would do it that way. I mean, I do have it, but I don't have it here. I have a really nice table that I use for it, and it's way over there, and there's no cameras there. So I am going to do it how I can. So, and that's going to be with scissors. So it's not going to be perfect, but we'll be okay. So we're bringing it down to 6 inches. It was 8. Now it's going to be 6, right? All right. Is everyone following along with me? Because believe it or not, we're just about done. I know, right? It's not hard. But think how many bunnies you could stitch out, bunny faces, even if you were changing the colors. I really like them. Just a bold, standout face. So, okay, I got my dude. I got the bunny face marked out, and I am just going to go for it and cut out on the line. Again, I really do prefer to use a rotary cutter with the ruler, but let's see how we can do. Probably not bad. Probably not bad. We have a little bit more measuring to do, guys, and then switch the machine over and we can do the little bit of sewing that it requires. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It would be more perfect if I had the cutter right up against it, but we'll just pretend, hey, look how perfectly I did this. It's fantastic. So now our guy's in the middle, and I think this looks great so far. So what is the next step? So we're going to keep them folded in half. Trim the embroidered rectangle to, fold the rectangle to 6 by 9, mark a 1/4 in from each side at the top, and then mark 3.5 inches down from the bottom. So, okay, I don't know if you guys have one of these rulers. It's 1/4 inch thick and 3/8 of an inch wide, and it's super handy because all I have to do to get that 1/4 of an inch measurement that we're looking for is line everything up, but all I have to do is this, and this is 1/4 of an inch. So line it up straight. I am gonna use, I dropped it. It's just easier for you guys to see. It's right here. I got it. So just like this, and then it's your 1/4. How easy is that? You don't have to look at the small numbers on it. So I like it. Now 3.5, I might be able to do it with this one. We need the center first of all, so 6, so it's going to be 3. So I just want to mark the center, and then we're going to do it 3.5 down from the center. So let's hold the ruler properly right on the edge. So see how handy this ruler is? It's really good. So 3.5 is here. So isn't that cool? That's not hard at all. So I'm going to draw my lines, making sure I go right up to the top. So I leave the 1/4 inch, and here we are. Same thing, 1/4 inch mark is right here. So we want to make sure we hit that at the top and then right here. So next step is done, and it's perfect, I think. So then we are gonna cut it out. Cut out the triangle and repeat on the batting or fabric rectangle. Okie dokie. I'm on it. So a little bit of practicing with the ruler, which is fine. It wasn't that difficult. As long as they're the same, then you're fine. You're fine. So that was an easy triangle. Let's do it again. That was so much fun. Why not? When we turn it, we'll have to do some trimming. So now it's starting to look like a bunny, don't you think? All right, hopefully you guys are following along okay. Let me know if you have any questions, please. So we have the bunny, and he's looking awful cute. Now we got to do the same thing. So 1/4 inch, I'll do it a little faster. And I know this is going to be hard to show up. So 1/4 inch with my 1/4 inch ruler, and do the same here. Make sure that's okay. White would have been a better choice, but I don't think I have one that works very well. Probably not. Let's see. Can't see my numbers. 3, I said, right? 3. And then measure down 3.5. You guys still with me, hopefully. 3.5. I'm getting a lot of camera glare, that's why. 3.5 right here. And then we are going to attach it if I don't lose my mark. There it is. Whew, man, that's hard to see. So plain fabric might make it a little bit easier. There we go. So one line to 3.5, and next line, make sure you leave your quarter seam there because that'll make it nice and nice, and match it up. My only issue is I'm just having a hard time seeing the lines. So other than that, pretty easy. Okay, so now we're going to cut it out. You guys following along okay? Everyone's still good? Because we're almost done, and it's going to be really cute. And this is probably the worst of it. Just trying to measure everything and whatnot. But it's not that bad. Cutting out a triangle, not that bad. Not that bad at all. As long as you pay attention to the measurements, and if you have one of these 1/4, 3/8 rulers, it is like so handy. I love it. I actually use it all the time because my brain really doesn't have any sense of what 1/4 of an inch is. I don't know why, but I don't. So, okay, now we're cooking. Following just fine. Okay, thank you, Julianne. I just want to make sure because this is different than what we're normally doing. So, we are going to do a little bit of sewing. Place the outer rectangle right sides together. So this, and if you look at the picture, it does show the jump stitches, so that's how you know. And we're going to sew here and here, and that's it. And then on this, we're going to do the same thing, but we are going to leave an opening here for turning. I try to put the two fabrics together so I cut both at the same time. I would do that too if I had a rotary cutter. I don't think I'd be able to do it well enough like I was doing it. Rotary cutters, yes, probably. Easily. But yeah, I just work with what I got. I could have brought over a cutting board, but yeah. Downloading this bag will make it descend to my little grandbabies. Awesome. I think it's perfect. So we're going to go back over to our machine. Now I'm going to hit the home button, which is in the top corner. Oop, finish embroidering. And it's going to, when I hit sewing, it's going to move the embroidery arm all the way out, and it is just a matter of taking off your embroidery foot, and I always put it in the toolbox and adding this foot, and this is the 1/4 inch seam foot, and tighten it up a little bit. So there we go. Not too much, not too little. Okay, so now we are going to get to the sewing. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm using the 1/4 inch foot, so that means there's a little guide right here, and you put your fabric up against it and put your foot down and follow the guide. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So if you haven't hooked up your foot, don't forget to do that. So here we go. And I'm doing it in black because I want you guys to be able to see it. So super easy to switch over to a sewing machine. It doesn't take much. I find it a bit awkward for stitching, mind you, but nothing terrible. So that's one. How easy is that, guys? Pretty easy. Line everything up. You can pin it if you want. I am just being lazy and not pinning it. So, rotary cutter would have done a better job. Better. Put your foot down and so it's coming along. That's one. We got to remember in the lining that we have to leave a turning point on it. If you didn't know, when you're on the Luminaire and you're sewing, you can also use the projector to project the fancy stitches and see where it goes. So that's one. And now we're gonna box the corners. Might as well do that now. Now my foot isn't gonna help that situation. So it says 1/2 inch. We want to go down, so I'm just going to make myself a little line. It's easy. If I could get my hands on the ruler, you guys can see. So we want it to be half an inch down. So it's not going to be that far. It's not going to be that far. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll just do it here. 1/2 inch would be there. Yeah. All right. No biggie. And that's where we're going to sew. And 1/2 inch would be there. Guess that works better. Fun. So boxing the corners, you could just guess at it too, but you know, whatever. Just stitch. And we'll have a little bit to trim off. But how easy. So far we're good. Now boxing the corners just gives it a nice finish so it'll sit up by itself. It won't like fall over. So there we go. Is it 1/2 inch from the edge or the seam? I just took it from the corner. I could be very wrong. I could be very, very wrong, but let's see on the instructions here. Here, I'll put you back to where I am. Yeah, no, from the corner. See from see the picture here? From the corner. Yeah. You could just double all sizes to make a basket-sized one. Yep, that would be easy. Sure, she gives you the C2S file, and that would make it easy to do. So here's our bunny. He actually looks cute. I guess as long as you do it all the same. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I probably did it wrong, but you know what? No worries. So we want this one right sides together. Why? Because it's always right sides together. That's why. And we got to remember to leave a space so we can turn this bunny baby. Hey, bunny baby. Are we going to name this bunny? We probably should, you know. Back to the machine so I can do exactly what I did. So, yeah, there we go. Foot down. See, it's not hard, especially with this foot. That makes all the difference. It's kind of easy. I don't want to say any sewing's easy, but it does help. It's the right foot for the job, and I like that. So one, and cut. See? Nice seam. It seems nice. Haha. There you go. All right, here we go, guys. Next one. Foot down. And easy. I hope you guys are actually gonna make these because it's really, really cute. Now, 1/2 inch from the corner. So that is what she said. Let's see if this ruler worked a little bit better. Yeah, that's 1 inch from the corner, so 1/2 inch. So it's not a whole lot. I am just gonna throw caution to the wind, and that's not enough. And make a guess. Don't do what I do. Do it. Measure. Please. This is the lining anyway, so I'm not really that worried. So there we go. And yeah, I'm probably not that far off. But, you know, whatever. Measure. Measure and be sure, as they say. Foot down. There we go. We're almost done, guys. We only have a little bit to do after this. So, there we go. Now we're going to go back to the desk and get the ripper out. Yeah, I have one. Really handy. So, our lining is inside out. Our bunny is right side out. So the idea is how you can remember is right sides together. So you want to put the bunny face inside. It's just like making a purse. Bunny face inside. It's a little awkward. And there we go. I was hollering, but pin for cutting. Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it. I'm not worried. I should be ironing and all that kind of stuff too, but you know, whatever. I'm not worried. I had it close enough. So now what we're going to do is sew all of this together. So, turning the edge opening. Oh, no. Okay, so ripper for sure. You'd be in a little trouble if you do that. I think maybe put pins there or something. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. I wasn't thinking about it. So mark it with an X. Do not stitch. I need to make some stickers that say that. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. That would have been a not embarrassing because I don't care, but that would have made a mess. So yeah, I'm just going to pull a little bit of it apart. Look, that took what, 2 seconds to do. Now it's done. Now we pretend it didn't happen and we go back to what we were doing. Right sides together, we are putting bunny face inside bunny lining, and then we're going to take a minute and line everything up. So yes, I'm going to say that the space there to turn it is pretty important. So now you can take your time doing this, or you can do it. It's nicer if you iron these open, but again, whatever. Yeah, everybody's done that with the not leaving the opening. The key is when you figure it out. If you figure it out when you're done, then, you know, it's not going to be quite as easy to fix. So, yeah, ironing the seams down would make a big difference. Now, I don't match perfectly, but it's not bad. Doesn't have to be perfection. It just has to be done, right? There we go. Very experienced in forgetting the turning space. Good answer, Isabel. That's funny. So, okay, that's all we have to do. Now we just have to sew it. Sew everything, and then we're going to clip into the edge, and then we're going to turn it. So let's go back to the machine. Now, when you have a regular sewing machine, this part is a little bit easier because you can take kind of the base part off and it's not so flat, so things can, you know, go around the arm a little bit. But I don't have it here. I have it upstairs, so we're not going to worry about it. So pins, I only put a few pins in, and here we go. Check and rethread the upper thread. Oh, seriously. Yep. Oh, it came unthreaded. Sometimes that happens. Actually, in sewing, I find it happens a lot, and I think it is how I take the fabric out that I'm also pulling the thread out. So I'm gonna try to pay attention to that. User error, that's what it usually is. So now we have to kind of roll this around because we don't want to sew any of the parts on it. So now we're going to have a pivot point right here. So I'm going to get it kind of flat. Right up. And then lift your foot up and turn it. So now it's getting all kind of, there we go, it was getting caught up. So roll it around like that. It's not that awkward. It's also not the greatest either, but it's doable. So I think everybody can make a few of these bags because I really think they're fun. So right to the middle there. All right. And turn. Almost done. Almost done. Yes, go back down. There we go. Take out my pins. I usually bring my pin cushion closer, but I didn't. And rearrange. Again. Sure everything's flat. Right to the corner. I may have gone a stitch too far. That would be a good story. Stitch too far, like a bridge too far. A stitch too far. All right, this is the last part, and then we're good. So, lower. Oh, fine. Don't be so picky. There we go. It wasn't sewing the whole time. Okay, that's awesome. The machine just, look, the machine just kept on sewing. Oh my God. All right, well, nothing sewed. None of it sewed. So, okay, obviously I'm going to have to look at that. Okay, that is kind of weird, but anyways. So, everything will be sewn. Then all you have to do is turn it. And when you turn it, put everything, sew this little bit up, put everything back, and there you go. Can you tell with my pink hearts? So why isn't it? There's bobbin. I don't know. Captain Jack maybe does not want to do some sewing for me. It should have worked. I don't think it formed any stitch. No, it didn't. That is the weirdest thing. Anyways, so are you guys gonna make some of these? Because I think they're a whole lot of fun. I am going to find out why Captain Jack doesn't want to sew. I know it said fix the thread, and I did because it became unthreaded, but I don't know why it didn't form any stitches. Probably not a big deal. What I'm going to do is rethread it from the beginning. That's how I troubleshoot. That's the first thing to do. Rethread it from the beginning and try it again. So the only thing we have to have left to do before we turn is this spot here. So where it comes down to a V, clip a little triangle in. Make sure you don't go over it. And oh, excuse me. Hold on, drink time. There we go. Sorry about that. And then you're done. Turn it, fix it, you're done. So it's not hard. It's Patricia says, I'm definitely making this. Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. And it's not hard to do. And, you know, the cutting, you could make a template for it if you wanted to. Make sure you leave this. And thank you, by the way, guys. Thank you. I'll post a picture of my bunny when I get his ears sewn up. He's kind of like earless. So make one, post it in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group. Let us know what you put in the bag. Make sure you hashtag it on the house, and it'll get up on Eileen Roche's show for sure. So again, members, see you in 15 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. The sewing, don't be scared of the sewing. It wasn't that bad at all. Just make sure you use your 1/4-inch foot and, you know, just go away. I think I'll make some. All right, that's what I love to hear, you guys. You can do it. Super cute things. Super cute things. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to look for the life cycle of a flower, or whatever we're going to call it. I'll put up a poll in the group. That will be coming out next week. I have a little more sewing to do. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.